I decided to get the CORSAIR Crystal 680X case for my first computer build for a couple of reasons, and I'm super happy with this. I've been using it now for a few years. It's holding up really nicely. You can see that it's got some nice glass here at the top. It also has the glass here at the front. And then it's a dual chamber PC. So what that means is that on this side right here, you can see that it's nice and spacious. I've got my my cooling system here on the top. And then I have another set of fans right here. I've got some space down here at the bottom. And then another cooling fan right here. And this was actually an extra one that I mounted because, as you can see, my graphics card, it is a water-cooled hybrid one. So everything fits in here really nicely. There's enough room for the RAM. And you can see here that there are some cables coming through inside of here. And so the dual chamber system, what that means essentially is, if we come over here to the other side of the case, you can see here that there are these little tabs. And so if I were to just unscrew this, there's another one that's down here that I already took off. And then that door just pops open. And so I have the ability now to mount some other things in here. If I want to put some extra storage units, those would go right here. We can also see that I've got one in there. I've got my power supply unit. And then, of course, some cable management, just so that everything is out of the way, so that when you're looking at it from the outside in, through the clear glass, everything looks nice and clean and in place. And, you know, like I mentioned, this was my first build, so I did my best for the cable management. But having all these little openings, it really made it easy. It was super nice and spacious. Everything slotted in and hooked up really nicely. And so overall, I'm super happy with this case. The one thing that I noticed is that because of how the bottom is here with the opening, as well as how the fan is, I have a dog. And so sometimes there will be dust and whatnot that kind of is visible here. But then, you know, you just take a vacuum or take some sort of compressed air and you can get that out really easily. And it's also super cool because these have RGB. So they do light up when you have it all plugged in and whatnot. So super happy with this case. And like I mentioned, for my first build, just made it really easy for me to work with. And I would highly encourage you, if you are considering getting a case, this one, in my opinion, looks super sleek. It's got plenty of options for you to be able to have your USBs and whatnot as well. And it's a very versatile